My name is Peris. I'm a customer support agent here at Whizz Education. Thank you for your time and attending this parent session. Whizz Education was founded on the belief that every child deserves a learning experience that caters to their individual needs and pace of learning. As any mathematics teacher will attest to, there's a spread of learning needs in the classroom with several years of learning separating the highest and lowest attainers in any given class. So that's why we built Maths-Whizz, our groundbreaking online tutor that helps students learn maths, which is completely tailored to a child's ability and pace of learning. It is designed for home, school, and remote learning. Parents can sign up for home subscriptions. We also work with schools and ministries around the world to improve learning outcomes for every child. So around the world, children's learning has been impacted by the COVID crisis. And that is why we came up with this webinar. We'd like to address the scale of learning loss that's definitely worldwide. And the COVID pandemic has severely impacted all areas of our lives, not only education. There's been an increased reliance on parent-led and self-guided learning, staggered school attendance, and the lack of adequate home educational resources have caused substantial disruptions to learning for many children and are compounding learning inequalities. So the ambitious education goals of the 2030 Sustainable Development Agenda are threatened by nationwide and localized school closures around the world. And in Kenya, that has happened. In response to the pandemic, governments around the world have put in place measures to mitigate the impact of school closures and to facilitate the continuity of education for all through remote learning. And Maths-Whizz can help with the learning loss as well. Your child can work independently on Maths-Whizz. It is also a fun and interactive application that your child can use. So today, what will we be covering? We'll cover assessment of your child's maths level, using Maths-Whizz to turn learning loss into learning gain, monitoring your child's progress as they use Maths-Whizz, and finally, we'll have a question and answer at the end where you can ask questions. So please remember you can submit your questions or comments in the Q&A box. We'll be able to answer them after our session. Okay. So these past 2 years has undoubtedly been disruptive, and many parents around the world are worried about where the children are at education-wise, and how do I know where my child is at? So the overall goal is to have students do maths, which involves a mix of problem solving, reasoning, and fluency. It is usually examined in the form of an end of term or end of year, which may be an internal exam or a national standardized exam. We have those in Kenya. This will depend on the school's goals and strategies, and these exams are usually under timed conditions. So to prepare for this type of tests, students need to have embedded the building blocks of maths, the core knowledge and skills without which they will not be able to perform in the exam. So just as a marathon runner prepares a range of training sessions, students will complete a range of math activities to secure these building blocks, so to achieve their important summative goals. And we need to embed these formative activities throughout the year, down to each lesson and even each activity. So during the Maths-Whizz free trial, if you sign up or if you're a subscriber, your child does a baseline assessment in up to 22 topics. It is important that they do the assessment in a quiet environment with minimal distractions, completely independently. Maths-Whizz does have audio up to Math age 9 if your children need help with reading. The assessment is adaptive and will do a deep dive into your child's maths knowledge. It is pen and paper style to replicate real life exam scenarios. The amount of time the initial assessment takes is dependent on your child's ability, so they don't have to sit and do the assessment at one go. We recommend breaking it into manageable chunks as progress will be saved. It is a safe space where children can press "I don't know yet" button, promoting a growth mindset. So how do I know where my child is at? When you're using Maths-Whizz, you get instant live reports on your child's progress. You can view this on your mobile-friendly parent account. You log into the parent account at whizz.com at our website. Your username is usually your email address. If you've forgotten your password, you reset it by clicking on forgotten password. After the assessment, you can see your child's strongest topics and those where there are gaps. This is represented by the gray bars. You can see that on the screenshot on the left-hand side. It is normal for children to have gaps in certain topics, but it is essential these are filled in, as maths knowledge is like building a tower. So without one building block, the tower is not stable. So maths will fill in the gaps that your children have while not neglecting your child's stronger topics. After the assessment, you can also see your child's maths age on the parent report. This is simply how far in the curriculum they are. As they progress through Maths-Whizz, their maths age will increase and the green bars will increase, showing their progress in topics. So how will Maths-Whizz fill my child's knowledge gap? So Maths-Whizz curriculum covers 1,200 learning objectives. Each learning objective starts with a teaching section. The concept is introduced with audio, animations, and through manipulations. The children then move on to the animated exercise. Children are not left to struggle. If they get the answers wrong, there's structured help. If the children pass, they move on to the corresponding test, which is a paper and style test. This is to replicate a real-life exam scenario with no animations or help. The children need to pass the test to show a good understanding of the learning objective. If they fail, Maths-Whizz adapts. They will go to an easier learning objective in the same topic or another topic to bridge the gap. So they will not be left like that to struggle. So around the world, Maths-Whizz, students or children who access Maths-Whizz tutor for 60 minutes per week improve their maths age on average by 18 months in their first year of use. We would recommend your child sets aside time each week to do Maths-Whizz so it becomes a routine. For example, we can have 20-minute sessions at a time. And overall, the weekly usage should be 60 minutes each week to avoid burnout again. You don't want them using it and then at the end they don't want to use it. So little and often makes a big difference. And you may be concerned about your child having to use Maths-Whizz after a long day at school and homework, especially here in Kenya, you have your child with a lot of homework. So Maths-Whizz is engaging and has great educational benefit for your child. So you can be assured it's not just screen time, there's a benefit for them using Maths-Whizz. Okay, so you can sign up for a free trial to check out Maths-Whizz. You can sign up on our website, whizz.com, and you'll get a 7-day free trial. You can also access free maths resources on our website, like maths games and maths activity packs. And now we'll just do a summary of what we've gone through. So your child logs in using their unique Maths-Whizz username and password when they're logging into Maths-Whizz, and they complete an assessment which identifies gaps in their knowledge. The tutor provides them with the lesson at the exact level at the correct time, and lessons are marked in real time with results instantly available to you as a parent, and it's mobile friendly, so you can check them on the go using your phone. And the tutor determines whether the child is ready to progress or needs extra support. As you've said, we don't leave your child to struggle. There are supports within Maths-Whizz to help them if they get stuck. So support, you can contact us. So please get in touch with our support team if you have any questions. We'll be happy to go through your child's account if you already have one and answer any questions you may have about your parent or child's account. So to get in touch with us, you can send us an email at support@whizz.com. And if you're a parent and you already have a parent account, you can log into your parent account which has a support tab that you can use to connect to a live chat function. You can do this by logging in, clicking in on the blue chat bubble, and someone will get back to you in under 6 seconds. So thank you for having attended this session. As a token of our appreciation, you can get an exclusive 20% off both for the annual and the monthly Maths-Whizz subscription. To receive the discount, please use the voucher code that you can see on your screen. So I'll copy and paste it on the chat box so that you can copy it as well. And I'll also copy a link of where you can, how you can log into our website. So it will take you directly to the sign up sheet on our website.